Try to stay on just in front of the whiteboard, yeah.
We were talking, business and getting people excited, as you should.
Yeah.
Great learning, everything. But something to keep in mind too, there's something to be said about those people that, Friday comes around, they get paid, they get to shut off their brain for the weekend and, do whatever they're going to do, and then on to the next day. They probably don't have as much weight, like with the responsibility.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, that's like the difference between, that's what you do in your business. So you're comparing yourself to other people, right? Don't compare yourself to anyone.
No, I'm saying that this is something to keep in mind before.
Before entrepreneurship?
Before, yes. And then two, though, like the real questions, like this is a big one, benefits. Hey, I work for somebody.
There's a safety.
UPS, blah, blah, blah.
Safety nets.
I'm getting my retirement.
Yeah.
I get to end out at this time. No, we're making our own. It's up to us.
So I mean, while we're on here, I'll just whiteboard some of the safety net things that you could do as a business owner, right?
Yeah.
Come on, motherfucker. Some of the things that you could do in your business to create a safety net for yourself, because like if the business has a bad year, a bad month, there's really no one really teaches you like how to recession proof your business, and so obviously reoccurring revenue model, right? Yeah. In every business, there's a way to do it, because it's maybe not listed as reoccurring, but you could set up reoccurring emails, reoccurring messages, right?
Yeah.
So the topic right now is, protecting your business, right? That one worked really good. So, protecting yourself, right? Yourself, as a business owner. So one of the biggest ones that I figured out early was, Roth IRA. And then there's a thing called a simple IRA, which basically is your business matches the same thing. If you're an S corporation, then you're technically an employee, but the taxes run through you. So it's kind of like, protecting yourself as a business owner. Mm-hmm. So an S corporation, LLC, same kind of thing, small business corporation. After about $1 million in a business size, like that's what you want to become. Mm-hmm. And you save taxes. I think even when I was at like $300K or something as a business owner, like that's where it really protected me. Mm-hmm. But Roth IRA is basically pre-taxed income, and then goes into this investment account. I use Edward Jones for mine. And then it grows. And then it doesn't get taxed, so the growth isn't taxed. And so you do this by pulling money out of your business first. Like the second you get paid, pulling money automatically. And if you did this while you were 18 years old and maxed it out until you were 30, you'd be a millionaire.
Yeah.
So I just turned 30. So I could buy $1 million house. But the thing about this is that it goes like this. So the way I set it up is that, if we did this by the time I'm 60, let's make a better curve. By the time I'm 60, it should be 8 to 12 million.
Oh, wow.
And so this is the shit that no one's really teaching you in school that you have to do as a business owner.
Yeah.
And so is there anything else that you can think of that, maybe I didn't come to mind, what you could do to protect yourself as a business owner?
Just being organized, really being organized.
Yeah.
There's
so it's so documents for
filing, highlighting, whatever you need to do, but have a clear spot on, and writing things down, taking good note of okay, this is what I've stacked up. I'm not letting this go. I know this is important, whether you know what it means, what you're gonna do. Perfect example. First year in business, I'm figuring out what to do right now with these things.
Yeah.
What's coming around? What are my most important points that I gotta make sure I'm really paying attention to? So being organized.
Read profit first. So it's separating money, for taxes, and then one of the best things that no one taught me, like, guys, like, write this one down. It is line of credit. And if you don't know what a line of credit is, it's basically something that you want to get when the going's good and the money's flowing, usually during summer. We just got approved for one. And this allows you, the bank is going to give you like $100K. So when a deal comes up, you can grab it like a quick, like a truck or anything like that. And you can finance it or pay it off, whatever, pays it. It also builds your credit. But the thing with line of credit though, is that if your business is sinking, and you like weren't watching the numbers and you're like, oh shit, I can't make payroll, the line of credit is going to be your safety net to roll it in. I mean, you have to pay the shit back, but it is like a safety net for your business, and it helps with SBA loans and things like that. As your business grows, you have to get loans. Like, my business can't grow as fast as the money that I'm producing in it, like cash flow. But so I'm paying a little to grow more, to make more, which I can pay off the little. So like, depending on your perspective of like using other people's money and, cash only and blah, 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 not having loans, like, yeah, you'd be most profitable at certain, not having loans for the percentage of income, right? But if you use other people's money, like use other people's money to buy a house, and that's the biggest, and that's so it's like, that's the biggest loan, that's the biggest liability you could ever have. Right. So obviously, yeah, another one, Profit First and Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that's a good one. Those, and obviously in the podcast I mentioned the Go-Giver, but like these are some things that you could do and implement pretty easily in your business, whatever industry you're in, and just stay on top of things, protect yourself. I mean, one thing that's protected us is not, I like to do a lot of things in-house, but I work with this company called BBSI. They're not like Paychecks or whatever those other guys are that do the payroll, but they're kind of like my work comp. So it's like a work comp, and this is at a bigger size company, but they kind of give human resources, and they have like a team that's going to bat for me when shit hits the fan. Like, I just got sued the other day, and they're like, oh, don't worry about it. That guy's, he's an asshole. He won't, it's not going to hold up. We sent them shit back. You're wasting our time. I'm not even going to give this any attention. And as a business owner, you're like, what the fuck do I do? Like, it's scary. And so and this happens more. Like, if you think of things in accidents, like, we need to look at things statistically. So if 1 in every 100 jobs, there was a catastrophic truck accident, and I'm doing 1,000 jobs a year, that's 10 times that shit's gonna happen. Yeah. It's not happening more, you're just growing more. And the more you grow, the more problems there's gonna be in your life. And that's the part of self-development, because what happens in your business is you are the bottleneck. Your self-development is the bottleneck, because you weren't, you didn't handle 10, you don't have years of experience at 10. Right. But for the percentage of your business, it's the same thing. It's just happening more frequent. And you're like, get this like weird psychological, thing that goes on where that's all that you see because it's happening more. Obviously, you're spending more time in it, but that's why you start delegating faster. And that's why the growth of your business is held back by people delegating a lot more and not doing the things that they need to do. And like, as a business owner, your role grows 30% every year. Like, you're in a new spot, like each, maybe even like you put on a new hat every 3 months. Think of it like that. I have to be different. I have to train different. I have to think different. I have to read different books. I have to focus my energy different ways. Because maybe right now it's wintertime, I got to focus on sales. But come spring, I'm focusing on hiring. And then come July, fall, August, I'm focusing on training, operations, refining processes. Or, while I'm hiring, I'm focusing on more operational tasks, Yeah. And then and then maybe it's at the end of the summer, I'm focusing more on accounting and getting my numbers right because it's just out of control. Because I always look at it as business is holding on to an electric handle, and how long can you hang on? Seriously. Not everyone can handle that much electricity and that much amperage and power. And that's what the business owner has to have discipline. You have to be able to hang on to this shit, look someone in the eye, and be like, it's good.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm good. You know,
Nobody's coming to get you.
no one's coming to get you, but that's why you hire a mentor, hire a coach, find people that are gonna, work with you, understand your business, and have your intentions at heart and invest back into you. But you got to invest into yourself. And one thing too that I've noticed as a business owner is that when you invest into your team, when you invest into one person, let's just say you could grow by 30%. You invest into 3 people, they grow by 30%. That's way more than your 10%.
Yeah.
That dominates it. So, one of my mentors says an individual can be beat, but a team can't. And investing in your team is so overlooked. Like taking my team, myself to all these things, like I'm the one trying to develop, but it's like I need to invest and develop my team so then they can help me. And I have to learn too and hold myself accountable. And by teaching others, it holds you to the next level of accountability.
Yeah.
So a little bit about how you can protect yourself as a business owner and what that looks like. And, thanks for tuning into this episode. And if, you're editing this film at the end, today's episode, we're talking about protecting yourself as a business owner and what you can do to change your life and change your business and, go for greatness.
Let's get it.